These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here is the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson. Doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body. Tipped the scales at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He's 5'11" tall and has a reach of 72.4 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. They're both trying for a knockout. That jab misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
God, this is something you could never ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
In the round, right? It's only one
on to the second round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
There's a counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Lucky that hook didn't score. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That right uppercut misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Happy, good man. Just to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out, take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Swing. Robinson goes to the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Got to look at his corner, look at his restriction. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Nice counter. Straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You need to try to be smart. Otherwise you'll see it and the ride is out. Go on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there.
You're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good work. Stay focused.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to...
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That right hook catching air. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Well done with that counter shot. Didn't land that jab. Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has been stepped back for just a moment. Straight right just misses. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Canelo Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused.
There and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him...
Back into the fray here in round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Be smart when you go out there. It's beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
And there's the bell for round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's mine. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick. Go in this round. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't be shots. Keep strong.
Round 7. Here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Exerted here. Straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Tougher fighter, he's going to be confident. Good work, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get on the that top and just start gathering the pace. Win this round, but keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Good work. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You have everything in the bag. Now you've let him back in
has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's enough.
Whoa, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
What heart, what desires, but at what cost? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. Missing with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Canelo Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Great round, now relax. Just stay focused on anything. Pull back and win the round, right?
And we enter the night. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. And then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Missing with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He blocks the right hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Just win the round on your jab and breathe when you step around. It's beautiful. That's it. Just stop.
It's round 10. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Stamina is off the charts. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Great shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Straight right just misses. Is off the charts. They need to be careful. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Canelo Alvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
There's the bell to start round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Straight right just misses. Can't land the jab there. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Starting to you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. We'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shot for the I need you to switch.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You can see see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How about that time counter shot? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Just misses with that uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.